Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday, November 14th, 2022. We just have finished our RTH session today. Let's just quickly get rid of this alert and let's go to a 5-minute chart. So, what I was looking for today was to see us clean up the downside structure. And really, what I was looking for was for us to get below 70 and maybe into this 30 to 40 area. 35 to 35 to 15 area, sort of around here. Um, we did not do that. Instead, we held this auction from Friday. We held it at 74 half. I'd thought about buying 74 half, but my larger idea being that we clean up the downside, so I was against that. Instead, I was waiting to sell 73s. 74 half did catch a bid to the tick. It was our low of the day for a while. We moved up towards 4,000-ish, and then we spent the majority of the day just kind of churning there. Got a trend up to 4017. You can remember yesterday's video, I kept saying how important 4017 is, and the level proved effective. We got ourselves a 50-point sell off of it. We ended up going into, I believe, Friday's POC around 65-ish, and the September and Q3 POC at 68, 67 to 75, I think, as well. And that is where we've closed as the 4 p.m. close, and putting in a low of the day at 64. Q3 half back at 62, and Friday's value area low at 59. So we're still, despite what might seem like a large sell-off, I know this is, 50 points? Yeah, 54 points. Despite what might look like a large sell-off, we're still trading above Friday's value area low. We're not even near Friday's low. Closing at 75, we're 25 points away from that. So instead of having a super bearish tilt, having such a consolidative session and managing to test that 4017 and then holding the 60s to the downside, it's honestly not that bearish of an outlook. I'm still curious to see if this 35 to really 30 is where I'm looking, 30, 30.75, 31, this main auction. I'm curious to see if this auction, let's just highlight that for you guys. I'm curious to see if this auction is able to hold and then get us re-entrance into, let's say, Friday's low, Monday's low, and really the 74 area, the 74 to 79 area. So here's how I'll be looking at it for tomorrow. I'll be looking to bid 91s. We saw it repeatedly work. In the morning, we had a nice sell there, bid, sold through, ramped up, bid again, bid again, bid again during the harsh sell-off. And I have thought about taking a long instead off of maybe 97 or 95.75. However, that puts us quite close to value area high on the session. So instead, what I'll be looking to is to long this 91 prior to a tag of 05 half, just because the thought being that I want to see us backfill maybe from 4,000 to 91 and then move on up to value area high from the session, if not settlement highs at 0975. That sort of area might be where we reject. We might reject from anywhere around 4,005 to the high of the day and move down lower. So with these trend moves where I'm trying to hop on the trend, once we've established the bid, I'm just trying to hop on the trend for a move up higher. So for these trend moves, I want to be on there before any sort of target might be hit. So for me, I'll be looking to long 91s before a tag of value area high from today's session at 05 half. I will be bid at 17. Obviously, just such a great level. It might end up going a little bit lower towards 14 or so, and in that case, I'll be a little bit out of luck, but I will be bid at 17. I will also be bid at 74 half. That's where we found the bid today. We found the bid a couple times at 10:30 on Friday's session. Had some nice sells off of there as well. I'm hoping Globex is able to clarify some of the levels in here. There's 74 half, 77, and 79 half are all areas of interest, and I'm curious if 79 half is a better spot instead of 74 half. Now, in the event we do move down lower, I will be looking to long 43.75 after we find the bid at 31. The thought being that this was a really nice spot for kind of an over under this 43.75 area back in September, mid September, and early September as well. This 43 area repeatedly showed itself as a major sort of balance area low. So I will be looking to long 43s after we find a bid somewhere around. I think it's going to end up being 30.75 or 31. So I'll wait for us to find a bid. So something like this. Let's find that for you guys. Go down to a 1 minute chart. So if we find the bid at 30, yeah, let's call it 29, whatever. I will be looking to hop on long, and then we can get our move back towards probably either, you know, the day's low at 64, or heck, if we're lucky, we can get also a long at 74. And if we're really lucky, we can get a long at 91. But this, I do trade just the initial balance, so that is unlikely. Now, if we do lose this 15 area, we will be below October's highs. We will be below a number of bullish structure. The monthly open, October highs, last week's value area high sitting at 24.75. If we lose all of that down towards 10, this 10 to 30 area, if we lose this 10 to 30 area, I will be looking to sell 04 quarter. I will be looking to sell 82.75, that CPI 30-minute high, and selling 72s for a move into the gap close. However, I am doubtful that happens. I think instead we'll end up trapping a lot of shorts in this area and then moving back up and seeing if we can get into the upside gap instead. I think that's all I have for you guys today. There will likely be a change to some of these levels in here as Globex clarifies things before tomorrow's open, and any changes to those levels will be made, will be posted to Twitter pre-market. Hope that helps, and trade safe, you guys.